Hello there, my name's Patty, and today I'll be watching Legacies Season 4 Episode 20 called Just Don't Be a Stranger, Okay. As many of you know, this is a very special episode. It doesn't only pose as the Season 4 finale, it is the finale of the whole show. Things are coming to an end, and this is it.
It just hit me
that this is the last time I am recording an intro like this, an intro for a Legacies episode. This show has been with me for a long time, especially if you look at my channel. I've reacted to every single episode of Season 4. I've made other videos for every single Season 3 episode. I've been there, and it takes up most of my YouTube time. I spend a lot of hours editing these videos, and 20 episodes this season means 20 weeks. 20 times that I sat down and edited this. It really is the end of an era, not just for Vampire Diaries fans, but also for me. I honestly don't know how to feel. I think the reality of things hasn't really set in yet, but my opinion of the show isn't the best at this point, so I'm not too sad to see it go, and it looks like we're gonna have time to send everyone off properly, so I'm actually excited to see that. I guess that's it. Without further ado, let's get into it. For the last time ever, a Legacies crack react. Here we go. Funeral. I'm singing at a funeral tomorrow.
It's from New Orleans.
New Orleans. They sent her necklaces. They sent her Klaus.
Any word from Joe?
No.
Then I'm the only person who knows where it is. Isn't that a good thing?
No.
Not if I ever lose my way again.
Yes! I love that she's aware that, maybe she goes off the rails and she wants them to have a way to kill her.
That I would care for you as if you were my own.
Lies! This man talking about protecting them, but he just shot Jed with an arrow last episode. He killed him.
The Salvatore school must close.
Are you shitting my dick?
How about you communicate your doubts and your problems with other people before you go and close the whole school? Oh, they're playing the melodramatic music.
I feel different.
Why?
Well, you did spend last night with a demigod.
Did he lose his powers when he came back? Is he no longer a wolf?
But physically, like I said,
All levels except physical, I am a wolf.
So I'm gonna go visit Josie.
Yay!
Take it from a former bourbon drinker.
You're still a bourbon drinker.
Maybe we just need a headmaster who can handle the pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Pretty minimalist.
So if Jet lost his wolf powers, are MG and Caleb... Well, Caleb still has his dragon powers. Maybe Jet didn't lose his powers.
I want you to come home with me. I'm willing to open my mind to you, my life to you.
Does that sound like something you want?
It is.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get.
Those are some serious old married couple vibes. See, these are the vibes that I've always wanted for this show. Magic and those items.
so what am I supposed to do?
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
But I'll be right here to help figure it out.
Got a blast! Bitch, what?
I need to see my father.
Limbo's kind of a big place.
You're the ferryman now, though, so you can find him.
She's like, get to work, bitch.
I don't feel anything.
Sucks to be you, I guess.
But you did see something, right?
I believe it was our future. Caleb, it was
beautiful.
beautiful.
It was amazing.
That's love, bitch.
Are we gonna have a Lethan Limbo duo?
Great.
Milton.
Don't Milton me.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Sit.
I'm sad.
Caroline and I built this school for our daughters.
I know that there's a Candace King cameo in this. Where's my girl at? Where's Caroline?
Where the hell is she?
And I, like you, had a solid plan B, which was running away. Until I got this letter from Josie. What did she have to say? There's something in it for you, too.
Josie sent a letter.
I'm fine.
Did you get a witch to put a barrier spell around your office?
I bribed Pedro with a candy bar.
You're not you when you're hungry.
So the way she can just so easily take it away. She's so powerful.
Helping bring my humanity back.
I can't take credit for that. That plan was really...
Josie's. She cast a spell on this pendant that I gave her.
I knew we as a society, we have decided that Josie was the one to initiate the Michelson plan. But we got confirmation and Hope knows. And the talisman is...
I'm fine! Totally fine! Hit me.
Hit me with your best shot.
So I thought, what if being brought back to life reset my curse? Kind of like your dad dying broke yours?
So he has to kill again to activate his curse.
Well, like I've changed a lot lately.
Yeah, he's accepting it. They can go and live a human life together and grow old together.
Are you ready to have this conversation right now?
That depends. Are you ready to say something that won't make me mad?
Old married couple. We get a Mizzy kiss.
Oh, go away.
I've been gone long enough, don't you think?
Mother!
We'll add it to the list of things we need to work on.
Bro, she hasn't aged. She has not aged a second.
You know, if the school closes, that doesn't change anything else for us. Pack sticks together. Ben asked me to leave with him, and I said yes.
A pack sticks together. By the way, I'm leaving with my boyfriend.
I've been pretty wrapped up in God stuff.
How wrapped up are we talking?
You don't want to know, girl.
I don't need to see Star Wars again.
This is why I hate sci-fi.
That's me.
You gotta be shitting me.
You can't do it!
It looks weird though, but...
My dearest Hope. My littlest wolf.
Oh shit, no.
I'm back alive, bitch.
My miracle child. Always knows how to use it properly.
I cannot really take this seriously, but like... This man acting his ass off.
So that you live it.
Bro. The fact that they were probably acting against an empty screen, both of them.
Yeah, I thought that since you needed some inspiration, I'd go ahead and give you a little bit of it.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
You're the best man.
Cuties.
At least for me.
When is it my turn to be happy?
You're gonna keep the school open.
Yes.
He's not keeping the school open. Caroline is.
Boyfriend. Now that has a nice ring to it.
Yay!
We'd hate Belgium.
Belgium. Why do they always pick Belgium? For everything on this show. Why not come to Germany? Just curious.
The Salvatore School won't be closing its doors.
Fuck school! Fuck all this bullshit!
No longer be your headmaster.
We now have a headmistress.
Women, all of them.
Who's gonna be our new headmaster?
Caroline has a big entrance. Oh yes. Look at... Oh. Is that like a is that her? Did she have a theme on the Vampire Diaries? I don't know. For some reason, I've heard this melody before. So he's actually leaving. Yeah! I don't like him as a character, but he has been Hope's father figure, so I really appreciate a goodbye scene.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I'm so sad!
Bye!
I'm so happy!
Where is this headed?
Belgium.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I'm so used to giving, and now I get to receive.
The person that we can trust with it. It's the only weapon that can kill me.
Pause. Legacies, you... She's sending it to Josie, isn't she?
Don't worry, Wade. It's going to the right place.
It's going to the right... Yes, it is. Josie.
It's too much. It's just too much. It's too much.
Are we getting a Caroline-Cleo interaction? she's gonna be headmistress at some point in her future.
No, that's right.
Which sounds a bit stuffy, doesn't it? So why don't we just go with Caroline?
The nostalgia. Bro, I need that skincare routine, Candace. Drop it now. There's a way she just like, that's my father's ashes.
Spara. Deagle.
They remembered her crescent mark. Oh fuck, she's doing.
It's just who's telling the story.
Not the season 1 voiceover. Not the ugly skirt again.
Emotional damage.
First impressions last a lifetime.
Bro, she looks so good.
Hope, would you do the honors?
Oh my god!
My little baby off to destroy people.
Welcome home.
Bro. Well, this is it. At this point, I've kind of let the whole episode sit for a few days. I've edited the whole video and I'm just here to send you off properly, I guess. So let's actually talk about the episode real quick. I think it was an okay finale. It was a decent episode. It was a nice send-off. We know where everybody is, what everybody's doing, or what, you know, their future plans look like in a way. I think, you know, I would have loved to see what Hope was exactly gonna do now. I mean, sure, she's still at the school. I guess she's finally gonna graduate. But I would have loved a little bit more of an epilogue. Is that how you pronounce it? Epilogue? Just to see what she's up to. You know, a few years down the road, maybe. I feel like they finally remembered that she's the main character, so she got the Klaus pep talk in a way, which was very nice. I just couldn't take it seriously because of the screen, the bed sheet. But yeah, Joseph and Danielle obviously managed to somehow still make that scene bearable and incredible. I think what got me the most, though, was the Caroline cameo. That really got me. I don't know, I mean, you saw my reaction to it. I was so excited to see her. You know, Joseph Morgan is nice to have him and seeing Klaus, but Caroline, you know, an OG who has been there since The Vampire Diaries breathed, or took its first breaths on television. Her mannerisms, everything was the same, so it really felt like I was little tiny Patty again. Thinking, oh my god, Caroline is such a bitch, and then falling in love with her character and her character evolution. Even though it's been a couple of days, I still don't really know what to say and how to say it. I think it was a proper send-off. I think you could have done more. You could have done worse too, so I'm not complaining about it. Okay, I think we can talk about the show as a whole now. I really think that this show had a lot of potential. In fact, when I think about legacies, 2 words come to mind, and those are wasted potential. I remember when the season 1 previews and stills came out, they were really going for a dark academia look, and I thought that was very intriguing, and I would have loved to see more of that. Just, you know, dark, twisted, supernaturals going to a school and just dealing with problems, teen problems, but also obviously supernatural problems. I think season 1 was amazing. I have it on DVD. You want to see? It's a little dusty, but I do have it on DVD. I think it's decent television. I've seen worse, I've seen better, but it got me really hooked on the show. Season 2 came, and I think that's where I personally felt the first cracks, because some storylines just could have used more development, or, you know, I wanted to see more of people not knowing who Hope was. I think that could have been the conflict for an entire season, in my opinion. Just having people figure out who that person is, realizing that they have a huge void to fill because they forgot someone important to them. And then I guess season 3 came, and that was when I totally lost all faith and hopes I had for this show. Season 3 really tested me, but I always stayed there and I kept going because I just love Hope so much as a character. Like, that is my baby. I've seen her grow up in front of my eyes. I think it's so special to be there for a character's every step. And obviously I love all the other characters as well. Sometimes they do things that just feel very out of character or very opposite to what they just established in a previous episode. The characters are so close and dear to my heart, that I just couldn't stop, and that I was still hooked and still interested to see where things were ending. You know, season 3 is where everything started to get so repetitive. And then going into season 4, we had so many things happen all at once that we've been waiting for and that we've, you know, been wanting. Tribert Hope, Heretic Lizzie. Some of that felt too rushed. Everything was packed into the season. Josie left, which left a huge gap on the show. This show had a lot of potential, and it never really got to the point where I felt like that potential was met. I have no idea where I wanted to go with this rant. I was building up for some big point, but I kind of forgot what it was. The show is over now. There's nothing that we can change about that. I do think that it had its moments, definitely. It was a decent show up until a certain point. Then things got a little too repetitive, a little overused. You know, I realized that they wanted to distance themselves from the Vampire Diaries and the originals. They wanted to do something different, wanted to be bold and new. I get it. I think the monsters were just not it. It got very repetitive and tiring. Every single episode there was a monster to fight. In fact, I think the strongest Legacies episodes are the ones where you do not really have a monster. Look at this final episode. There's no monster in this episode. Do I feel like I was missing something? No. Obviously, then the question is, what other villain or antagonist are you gonna get? If you have a character like Hope who's so incredibly powerful, even overpowered, you can still manage to kind of find an antagonist that's not necessarily a monster or not necessarily more powerful than her. You need someone who can manipulate her, which she's my favorite character, you know? And I'm talking here about people manipulating her, but I would have loved to see it. Hope has this immense amount of power. She was destined to be like the most powerful being. That is a lot of pressure, giving her family history, her own personal life choices, and the history that she has. There's so much going on in that head of hers that you could have explored more. I think the internal struggles of all these characters. Talk about Josie and Dark Josie, that struggle. Talk about MG and his Ripper side, Caleb and his dark history at high school, and then Lizzie and her mental disorder. You could have done so much more with just those things and exploring the character dynamics and, you know, what's going on in characters' heads and their personal struggles. I have to stop at some point. I think this is it. I've been talking for way too long. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video. I don't know yet. I don't have the time, but maybe I will feel the need to do it where I just talk about this show. For now, this was the final Legacies reaction ever. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll miss it. There was a lot of stress editing these every single week. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this, so I'm kind of happy that I get a little break. If you still are into like vampire stuff, you should definitely check out First Kill on Netflix and also the reaction videos that I'm posting to it. I personally really enjoy that show, and I think you could too. So that being said, thank you so much for watching and hopefully enjoying this video. I hope I could tickle some smiles out of you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.